fun. And Daisy Cruiser, finally another double dash course from the GameCube. Looks super exciting as well. And for a GBA course, we have Sunset Wilds, another great course. And finally, Vancouver Velocity, another one that I've heard will be in the Wave 5 Booster Course Pass, and it did indeed make it. It looks pretty cool with the hockey rink midway through the course there. The only thing I'm really concerned about is with Sunset Wilds, will it be super flat like some of the previous SNES and GBA courses, or will it have a lot of verticality, you know, like Boo Lake and like Sky Garden? Hopefully it turns out like those two, not the other ones, because it has a lot of potential if it does. And in addition to that, I'm super excited for Koopa Cape here. Let me just go back and watch that section again here. Yeah, it looks super clean with the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe graphics, of course. The underwater section is back. It looks like the waterfall shortcut at the end is back as well. It's really all we get to see, though, unfortunately. So, quite a teaser. It looks like you will be able to do the shortcut through the water section as well here, as I'm just going frame by frame to see. We really don't see much, though. I'll also go back for Moonview Highway, rather. Looks like the upper sections at the beginning are here, the cliffs, and there's actually a double box, so it might be worth going around. Of course, I feel like it will be a slower route, but the trade-off is that you get a double item box. The bomb car is back as well, guys. It was always so chaotic, especially because there's so many blind corners on these tracks, on this track. You gotta watch out for that. Looks like the middle section after the toll booth is more or less the same as well, so it should make for a fun track. Of course, we already saw Squeaky Clean Sprint, so I'll go ahead and skip to Daisy Cruiser here for the next one. And it looks like there is a double route here. I believe in the original version you can only go to the right, but on the left I can see some item boxes here. Yeah, it looks like that is the case. So there's two routes. You have the dining room section. Now, do the tables move in here is what I'm wondering. It looks like they weren't in this clip. Of course, in the original version, guys, on the GameCube, they were a menace, you know, bumping everyone around, constantly moving. But it does look like they're still. The item boxes may be moving. It's kind of hard to say, just because we only have like a couple, maybe like a second or two. I'm assuming they will be. Looks like we have some enemies here in the pool as well. It should be interesting. Gotta watch out for them. Yes, some Goombas actually. I couldn't tell what that was from that angle. Some coins on the side as well. So I'm assuming the Goombas will be swimming around, make it a bit more of a hazard. And it looks like the pool is actually a lot bigger too. Like, as you guys can see, you have the two sections here, and then they both lead right into the pool, whereas in the original version, the pool was more off to the side and you could go around it if you wanted to. So it looks like that's going to be a main part of the section. I'm very happy with that change, though. It looks very good for the course. Yeah, you can see, I think that's Birdo here in the background, get taken out by the Goomba. And then Sunset Wilds, this is the track I'm most concerned with. It has a lot of potential, but it looks really flat from this first shot here. There is a ramp over here on the right, which we saw earlier. It looks like there's a little bit of a steep hill for the turn as well, which is good to see. But it's kind of hard to say if there's any other verticality. Yeah, again, only a couple seconds in these trailers, guys, so it's hard to say. But it looks like it will be relatively flat, of course. We don't see the whole track here. It's hard to say what the shortcuts are going to be, as well as how the track will play out. So I guess we'll have to wait until it releases. And now I'll go ahead and go over the rest of the courses, which are the tour tracks. So let's see, we have LA Laps here. Looks like we're on the beach, right by the city here. Couple of ramps. Of course, I don't play tour, guys, so I know nothing about this track at all. Glider section over a stadium. Yeah, really not much to see in LA Laps here. And for the next one, we had Athens Dash, which is probably the one I'm most excited with. You know, Athens has So much cool scenery here. You can see I think it's called the Parthenon or the Acropolis here. At the very top, glider section. And that's a lot of verticality on this one, which I do like. A lot of these recent tour tracks have had more verticality, like in Singapore Speedway, especially. But again, we're not really seeing much. So it's hard to say. I think the tour tracks have grown on me though, guys. So I am a little bit excited for Athens as well as for Vancouver Velocity. Because as you guys know, I am Canadian. I'm from Canada. So it's nice finally getting a Canadian city in Mario Kart Deluxe from a tour track. Of course, we had a bunch of snow everywhere. So it looks like it's going to be at night here. Which is funny because Vancouver actually doesn't get a lot of snow. It's one of the least snowy cities in Canada, probably. But I really do like this touch with the hockey rink. You kind of come in through one side. There's like a bumper